Hey guys, Casey here. Welcome back to Lions Den Investments and Reviews. Hope you guys are having a good day. In today's video, I want to talk about a few different things. It's been extremely busy. I've been trying to collaborate. If you guys pay attention to my channel, I also sent out a poll on questions for the THETAboard.io because I did talk to the developers and I tried to set up an interview with them. They didn't want to go, out on YouTube or anything like that right now and discuss it. I don't know why, but I was able to. They invited me into their Discord server, and so I did an interview with them there, and asked them some of the questions that you guys participated in, with my poll. Okay, so we'll go over that. I also want to talk about the Exodus wallet here, because as you're well aware. Right now, the SEC is going after a lot of the exchanges. Okay, so they're a big target right now when it comes to compliance and regulations. There's a lot of rumors, a lot of FUD out there right now in regards to a lot of the exchanges and what they're doing as far as price manipulation. I'm sure you guys have seen some YouTube videos out there, referencing like manipulation and prices with THETA and Tfuel. So with all that going on, okay, I wanted to show you Exodus because Exodus is a private wallet, and we'll get into it here in a minute with Exodus. But I want to cover Exodus specifically for that reason. Okay. The other thing I want to talk about is the price chart, that I was telling you about from a pro trader, and what he's got, as far as long-term prices for Theta. Okay. So we'll go into that as well. And then I'm going to wrap this up with the investor's mindset versus being a day trader, and trying to chase prices. You don't want to chase prices, especially in a bull run like this, even if the prices are down, okay? And I can't tell you how many times, I keep hearing people, email me and leaving comments in the videos, and they're just solely focused on prices. And you cannot do that right now because you're just going to drive yourself crazy, okay? But for all those people that are wondering about prices and where they're headed, we'll go ahead and go into that here in just a little bit. And I'll show you what one of these pro traders has got as far as long-term prices, because when in doubt, you got to zoom out. But, going back to that investor mindset, I was collaborating and had basically a phone interview with I'd consider him a friend of mine now. And, we were talking about investors' mindset, being successful, what it takes to like really focus in on what's important in this market and why you got involved in it in the first place, okay? So we'll get into that at the end of the video, but here's Exodus Wallet. Basically, I'll leave a link in the description below, okay? But this is where you want to go. And the reason why I'm showing you Exodus is because it's a lot like Atomic Wallet, okay? I don't know if you guys are familiar with Atomic Wallet, but they have like atomic swaps. They've got exchanges in there. You can also stake your tokens. And Atomic Wallet was like pretty much the first of its kind regarding this kind of platform. Then you saw a lot of platforms afterwards start following suit. So they were creating their own atomic swaps, exchange for tokens and whatnot inside their apps, and Exodus is being one of those. I actually signed up with Exodus. I love their platform. It's much more user friendly than Atomic Wallet, but check it out because again, you want to get your tokens off of these exchanges, okay, and into a private wallet, because believe it or not, if your tokens are on a crypto exchange and let's say the SEC goes after Coinbase or Binance or Kraken or one of these others, right, and they've got an exchange and your tokens are on their exchange, well, you saw what happened with Robinhood. You saw what happened there, with GameStop. So if you guys were involved in that, you saw what happened. You want to avoid that at all costs. And if something like that were to happen and your tokens are here in something like Exodus, which is a private wallet, you don't have to worry about that, okay? You actually physically own your tokens once they are off the exchange. So it's a much safer place to put your tokens, much safer strategy when it comes to investing and just holding on long term. So, again, the cool thing about Exodus here that I like, the graphical user interface is much better than Atomic Wallet. You've got a portfolio, so it keeps track of your portfolio and your gains. Here's your private wallet right here. This little icon right here at the top is an exchange, so you can swap tokens. And guys, if you're Theta and Tfuel holders, it's a great place to go to get your Tfuel and Theta. So basically what I do is I just, anytime I see a dip or something like that, I'll use Uphold Wallet since they take credit cards. And this is not financial advice. This is just what I do. I'll put, some Ethereum on a credit card, move it over here to Exodus, and then I swap my Ethereum for Theta and Tfuel. Okay. Much easier, much quicker way to do it than say, connecting a bank account to Coinbase and then moving your money from your bank account to Coinbase. Because with Coinbase, you're going to be waiting like 7 or 8 days for your bank to settle the ACH payment. And in that time, the prices could drop and then shoot back up and you've missed the dip. So that's just what I do. And by the way, when it comes to credit cards, I pay my credit cards back like right away. Okay, as soon as I get paid, that money goes straight back to the credit card and I pay that balance off. Again, like I said, it's not financial advice. I don't recommend it for people who aren't really good with, their behaviors with money. So just fair warning there. But if we go down here, here's the other cool thing. If you buy Tezos, Cosmos, or VeChain, they have crypto rewards. So you can go ahead and stake and earn asset rewards on your tokens. Again, this is just another form of passive income, guys. So it's real similar to what you'd be doing if you're staking Theta or Tfuel, okay? Ontology is another one. So here's the other cool thing about this. If we scroll through here real quick. So here's what your portfolio looks like. Where was it? There's a calculator. I believe it's right in here. So for compound finance, you can earn more interest than the average bank rate with no deposit or withdrawal limits. Okay, you can deposit DAI and earn crypto while you sleep. They got a current annual rate right now of 3.74%. The other cool thing about it is they've got I believe it's a calculator. Let me just keep going here. Okay, so you can calculate your DAI profit basically. So you can play with the amount that you want to deposit and the terms in months, and it'll calculate basically your results here for you on compounding finance APY on there, and you can do that before you deposit. But it's kind of like a CD or a certificate of deposit. So you're gonna have to lock your tokens up, and you can choose the amount of time that you want to lock those up for. So kind of a cool feature there with Exodus. Again, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below and you can go check that out for yourself. Let's go ahead and move forward over here to the interview that I did with Theta Board. Okay. And now this is pretty cool because I asked a few questions here. And these questions are aligned with the poll that I did for you guys. Question number 1 was, what do we need to know about Theta or Theta Board? Theta Board was originally set up as an entry into the Q1 2021 Theta Labs hackathon, okay? That's how it was created. That's how it came about. The project was focused on being a centralized location where Theta enthusiasts can find all relevant information and access Theta-related tools. It connects with your own public wallet and allows easy access to public information available on the Theta blockchain. At the time of inception, Guardian nodes for Theta staking were a large focus and continue to be, but obviously since then we have added Tfuel staking service through our hosting of Elite Edge nodes in both public and private form. Our dashboard can be used by people staking with us or not, and serves as what I believe is the simplest one to understand within the Theta community. He goes on, he says, our recent growth has kept us working on the back end to ensure the user experience is smooth, but we're looking forward to introducing some new features. And he says, I'm sure everyone will be appreciative of within a short time frame. At present, we have a 3% fee on rewards for Theta staking. Okay, so it's just for Theta right now. That doesn't include your Tfuel if you're staking with Theta board. And currently, again, there's a 0% fee for Tfuel staking. So when you consider the uptime mining aspect to staking within the Theta network, it makes sense for many people to stake through Theta board, is what he said there. And the guy that I'm talking to here is a back-end developer, for Theta board. So then the next question was, domains. What do these accomplish for the regular user of Theta wallet? If you want to know what I'm talking about here, we'll go over here. We go down here to domain. This is a feature within Theta board, and a lot of people have been asking, like, what the hell is this about, right? So that was the next question, and basically he says at this time the domains offered are a proof of concept level feature that were integrated into the website as part of our hackathon entry. Currently they are mostly utilized by people naming their wallets through association of a domain available in the form of a smart contract on the Theta blockchain, allowing easier management of several wallets within our dashboard. So this is just for thetaboard.io, okay? Basically what it is, guys, when they talk about domains like this, it's a way for you to mask your public key, so it's not so long. I know, a lot of these public keys are like 256 digits or something like that. I mean, it's SHA-256, right? So you get a big long string of characters. And for a lot of people, when somebody asks you, hey, what's your address? I'll send you some tokens. This is a much easier way to just go ahead and mask that, so you can name it whatever you want, kind of like a URL in a sense. And that's all you have to give them. And again, this is just within the dashboard here for Theta board. So quite frankly, I'm not testing that out. I'm not doing anything with it because I've only got one Theta wallet, and I only plan on using one Theta wallet. So for me, it kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, I'm not sending cryptos back and forth with people right now or trying to barter, so I really don't need it. But let me know if you guys have tried that out and how that feature is working for you. Third question here was, do you see yourselves competing with Gpool? What are the biggest differences between you guys and Gpool? He said, I think there are quite a few services regarding staking for the Theta community, including the 14 one-click Guardian nodes, other than ourselves, and some have been around longer than others. We hope to provide an easy-to-read dashboard that integrates staking and your rewards earned. I don't know if that's even a word, but for Theta and Tfuel holders, and have plans for some exciting new features in the future. So, I don't really... I mean, from all the research that I've done, the only difference really between Theta board and Gpool is the user interface and some of the features that they have versus Gpool, and the fact that they have 0% commission fees for staking Tfuel right now. Other than that, everything else, guys, is the same. All right, so take it for what it's worth. You make your own decision there. It's not financial advice. I'm not recommending you, just go with thetaboard.io versus some of these others. But, give it a shot if you're interested. Question number 4. When staking Theta through your delegated Guardian node, are these pool users with their own laptops sharing computing resources so you can stake with them, or is the Theta staked through a data center with you guys on a virtual machine? That was a question that I asked because I've got a lot of experience in building out the back end of a bank. Okay, so I'm VMware certified, and I used to build virtual machines, so I understand kind of like what they're doing in the background when it comes to hosting some of these Guardian nodes. Basically what I was wanting to know was, if this delegated Guardian node is directly through their data center, or if you're basically, giving your your Theta tokens to lock over, give them over to say somebody, running a personal laptop with computing resources that are much greater than, say, your own laptop that you have right now. So I want to make sure that when you're staking your Theta through a delegated Guardian node, are these tokens, your Theta tokens, are they locked up with Theta board and their data center, or are they locked up with an individual? That's basically what I was getting at. So he says our single Guardian node is hosted on a server with 2 backups available if anything was to go wrong. The backups that he's talking about, I believe, are for load balancing. So they'll have like multiple VMs going. So if one goes down, the other will come up and take its place without you ever knowing that anything happened on the front end. Okay, so, and that's a VMware thing, virtual machines. So it's really nothing to concern yourselves with. I'm just letting you know from a technical perspective. That's essentially what they're doing on the back end when you give your Theta tokens over and set up a delegated Guardian node. Question number 5. This is the last question that I had for him. Are you guys part of Theta Labs or a separate company? And they responded with, while we are familiar with some of the Theta Labs workforce, Theta Board is a separate organization. And really, that was about it. He said, let me know if I can help you out with anything else. So there you have it, guys. That's basically the interview that I did through the Discord server, through the invite that I got from the developers. And that was just proof to show you, what we talked about. But really, other than that, let's go over here to the charts real quick. Now, this is the chart that I was telling you about. This is from Trading Shot. And Trading Shot is somebody I've been following just recently, professional trader. I caught on to him through Crypto Love, so I got to give props, for the person that led me to it. And I start checking it out and looking at the chart. Again, when you're zoomed in these closer time frames and you're looking at the charts all the time, you're paying attention to prices. One thing I don't try to do too much because I'm a long-term investor, but a lot of you are traders, which is fine. And you're always asking about the prices. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Well, here's a good chart here for you to show you. We are still on an upward channel on Theta right now. And what's really cool about this chart, he shows you where we were back here, like at the beginning of March in 2020 when COVID hit, the pandemic. And you can see we hit this line right here, and he's got a nice little support line going all the way across. And you saw what happened here. We had a higher low back here during the pandemic, and then we shot up to a higher high. And then we've been on a tear up ever since, right? Well, if you go over here, where my cursor is, you can see we retested that line, for almost the 4th time now. So back here, we almost retested. We retested right there, and we retested again, and we're still forming a higher low. So basically what he's saying is there's a potential 1-day death cross, and that death cross, we don't know how long it could last. But if you look back here, that blue line crossed under the orange and then crossed back over, right? Causing us to go up in price. Well, if you look here, something real similar taking place, but we haven't had that death cross yet. And there's a potential that we could cross over. If we do, it may do something similar to what you saw back here, and then we would go back up in price. And he's got the price going just based on his Fibonacci retracements and all that, on upwards to around $35. Okay, and he's playing it conservative according to his charts. So if you're kind of curious, like long term where we're going, the price is up. Okay, especially if you're an investor. I keep saying you got to have an investor's mindset. Why? You got to ask yourself this: why did you get invested in cryptos? Why did you go into cryptos in the first place? Was it just to chase the price? Was it trying to get rich quick? Because if it was, you're going to be depressed. Like, especially during these, big swings down and stuff. A lot of people want to sell, and they sell at the wrong time. You don't want to do that, right? You want to be an investor. And, that's one thing I try to tell people on this channel is like, have a long-term mindset. start digging into some of the technology that surrounds projects like Theta. Look into them. Like, what are you investing in? It amazes me how many people will sit there and try to invest, and they'll buy a crypto or a project or something just because that's the next hype, right? Dogecoin, great example. And they don't even know what they're investing in. You need to have a circle of competence, okay? Warren Buffett always says this: have a circle of competence, stay in your lane, go with stuff that interests you, right? For me, I'm interested in social media. I'm interested in live streaming video. Um, the technology and the patents that Theta have put together are right up my alley. Especially because I come from an IT background, so I can apply my IT background along with my certification in Ethereum blockchain expert, being an Ethereum blockchain expert and developing on the Ethereum blockchain, and then going in and searching and learning, taking training classes on the blockchain architect certification from the International Blockchain Council. Okay, I'm learning this stuff. So what I do is I try to take that knowledge and apply it to projects like Theta so I can better understand what I'm investing in. And that's what you need to do as an investor, not a day trader. These are two different things, right? If you want to chase prices all day and not sleep at night, go ahead and try to trade and chase these prices. Be my guest. But good luck to you. And that's why I say, when the prices go down like this, to keep you not focused on that, so it's not playing into your emotions, the best thing to do is don't look at the charts. Go find a hobby. Go find a skill set. Try to work on yourself. Improve on yourself. And speaking of that, if you're interested in learning more and trying to build on your own skill sets and your own personal development, like I told you at the very beginning of the channel or the video here, I have a good friend now. He's part of the Lion's Den, and guys, this guy is a freaking lion. Okay, I mean he's military, he's former military, and he's also an investor. So he's got a great investor's mindset. I talked to him for about an hour and a half. His name's Big C. Okay, I'll leave a link in the description here so you can go watch some of his videos, because he will definitely help you with your own personal development and psychology and dealing with your emotions and really what it takes to be successful in life. Okay, it's not all about cryptos here. What he has to share is real life experience, especially with some of the stuff that he's been through. And I told him, I said, I was like, we're gonna try to get your subscriber list up here, man. Get you up there with me, because he's right behind me when it comes to subscribers. So guys, go out there and help him out. Go subscribe to the channel, check him out. His name's Big C. I'll leave a link in the description for his channel again. But yeah, with that said, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want generational wealth? Because if you want generational wealth, I can tell you, Rome was not built in one night. Okay? And you have to be patient. You have to be patient. And it's like I keep telling you guys, Warren Buffett says it best. The transfer of wealth is merely a transfer of that money from the impatient person, the person that's focused on the prices all the time, freaking out, trying to decide if they go up or down. The wealth is transferred out of the hands of those people into the hands of guys like Big C and myself, who are investors, who know what we're investing in, and we're holding on for the long term. Because quite frankly, I don't care if we go into a bear market tomorrow. I don't care if Bitcoin hits $10,000 or below that. Doesn't change a thing for me. All I'm gonna do is just back up the truck. Okay? And when prices are met and I see my portfolio, 10x or 100x, whenever that might be, then I'll lick my ice cream, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. With that said, hey, last quote I'm gonna leave you with here. You see that behind me? You see what that says? It says, everyone wants to eat, but few are willing to hunt. Okay? Think about that for a minute. Everybody wants to eat. Everybody wants wealth, right? But what are they willing to put into it? Guys, my schedule every day, I don't only have a day job, but after my day job, I'll sit down for 2-3 hours and study blockchain, work on my certification, and then I'll dig into some of these white papers, start peeling back some of the architecture, see if I can understand it. I'll pick up a book, I'll read. I just try to keep myself busy. That way I'm not paying attention to the prices, and therefore it doesn't control my emotions. Okay? And I can last a lot longer and endure some of these ups and downs that we're seeing. So those are just a couple tips for you. With that said, that's all I've got for today. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.